What is going on, friends? Back at the lab from an epic weekend at Irwindale, earning our second championship in a row, our third in the last 5 years. In fact, I'm gonna have to find a spot to put another one of these signs. Not a bad problem to have. We're gonna get into Irwindale, all things that happened, plus a shop update, things we got going on here at the lab. Let's get to it, friends.
It's been amazing. Thank you all. Let's have fun. Woo!
So starting it off, little Irwindale recap. First, from the driver perspective, I was so excited to show up and compete at Irwindale. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I would give it a 98% chance that this is the last Irwindale Formula Drift that anyone will ever witness. I have under some good information that the stands are going to start being taken out, and Irwindale is going to be no longer. So yeah, shed a tear, remember all the memories, and certainly as a driver, not the way that I want to remember my last Irwindale. As a team owner, yes, but we'll come to that in a minute. But I showed up very happy with my car and myself personally. I'm very proud of how I performed. It's like I never left. Going into the seating, I felt amazing. I had a buy run because Dean Carney didn't show up, and my slave cylinder failed in my buy run lap. My goal in seating was to be on the right side of the bracket. After my buy run, I was in the right side of the bracket. So I was sitting there in the car. I thought about just calling it quits strategically, but then I looked around at the 10 team members that just busted their ass to get my car done in a 5-minute call.
It's probably a little warm still. I think that's out of the way now. Two fine threads for starter.
Yep. I got those on my side.
So I could battle Stookie, and I'm like, all right, we're going. We're just gonna go get second place. Like, I was so confident I was winning. I was like, we're gonna get second place. That puts us in the right side of the bracket, because I really wanted to battle James in the finals. Like, that was my manifestation dream. And went back out, battled Stookie like I mentioned. And then went to go battle Robert Thorne and pushed a little bit too hard going into outer two, and made some contact with him, which basically got me into the wall and killed our chances of getting second place. But I was still proud. You know, I drove amazing. I was very aggressive and just put the car where I needed to, and just got a little bit lost in the smoke, pushed a little bit too hard, and got into Robert. Yeah, beyond that, we're alive, well, and yeah, it's gonna be a good day tomorrow. I'm pumped. Time to go get some sleep and do it again tomorrow. Well, not do that, but you know what I mean. Moving into Saturday morning, felt great. I did 4 practice laps. I could have done more, but I was like, I'm just driving. Like, I feel like where I need to be. And went up against Jeff Jones, battled Jeff, had a good chase run. He made a little mistake on the bank and got into the wall, which forced me to have a little correction. But I caught it and needed to be where I was. But as soon as I started to exit the last turn, my clutch just went to the floor. So I had, basically my slave had a very similar failure to what it did in my buy battle. So it took me out of competition in the top 32. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make the top 16, but that did allow me to put on my team owner hat and enjoy our team doing what they do best. And so moving over to switch the story and the recap from the team owner perspective, we'll dive into James's weekend.
For me to be in this position at this point of the season is amazing, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. So I want to thank you all very much for having my back no matter what. Let's not let the moment get in our way though, because Vaughn has a job to do tonight, and as soon as I'm ready to battle, I have a job to do too. So we'll all refocus, reset, and send it. So
Well said.
thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right, back to work.
Let's get more out of this.
You know, obviously going into this, we knew really all James had to do was enter the burnout box to win. So the strategy was for James to get all of his practice on Friday, because we knew that if something stupid like last year happened, cue flipping over on the roof video, we were able to get the car fixed overnight, right? Motor, gearbox, whatever it took, we could get him to the burnout box on Saturday. And so he sat out for practice Saturday morning, top 32, came around, he was battling Stookie. He pulled up to the burnout box, pulled up the line, and celebration happened. Championship was wrapped. Not just back-to-back for RTR, but another championship for Ford, making it their 4th championship in Formula Drift, making them the #1 championship holder with Ford Mustang out of all manufacturers in the series history. The 5th back-to-back championship for Nitto. I mean, just unfreaking believable accomplishments going on here. And I'm just unbelievably proud of our team for making it happen. So we did the championship celebration. It was an absolute blast. It was just an amazing moment. We threw James up in the air. It was just electric. And that being said, we wanted to win the freaking event. Just drop the cherry on top, or drop the mic, whatever you want to say. And so team reset, James reset, and from his first battle, he was a man on a mission. Had some epic battles with some really, really good drivers. I mean, it was some of the best driving I've ever seen at Irwindale. The team and I and all of our partners, Pennzoil, Type S, a lot of our partners from Ford were up in the Type S suite, and we were just being fans, watching. All right, just about to watch James run Jeff Jones. Let's get it. And cheering and just watching James earn his 4th win of the season, his 6th podium of the season, 6 out of 8 events, and just absolutely incredible way to end the season, to leave what I believe to be the final round of Irwindale Speedway with RTR and a Mustang on the top of the box. And yeah, it was just electric. Next day, you know, so we partied pretty good Saturday night. A lot of people didn't leave the track till like 4:30 in the morning and celebrated. And then the next day was the banquet. So woke up in the morning, went to Jerry DeAnda's house. We had a little pregame there, his crib. And then we all went and got dressed up, all halfway fancy. Went to the banquet, in which we won some more prizes, if you will, but not just prizes, some amazing awards, I should say, that were voted on by peers and fans. And so obviously James got the championship. James also best style of the year. Ben won Spirit of Drifting, which is a very special award to get voted on by the peers. And frankly, that he does embody the spirit of drifting like no other. Despite his, challenging year, he kept a smile on his face. He stayed supportive of his teammate and our team. And he's the man. And, just a little sidebar, his year was exactly what I expected it to be. I'm very proud of what I saw, and seeing him in Irwindale, unbelievable. He was ripping, like he could have been on the box. What caught him out was experience. And not having, this sport is all about experience, situational experience. And he got caught out with wrong vehicle placement. And so that's just something that he learned a lot this year at these tracks he's never driven, is where to be during transition, where to be, in certain situations. And I believe next year we're going to see an unbelievable Ben Hobson. This is probably going back to what we saw him in Pro Spec. I think he's going to be that comfortable, and so expect to see some greatness next year. Additional awards, Shelby Craxton won Crew Chief of the Year. On paper, starting in Long Beach, she was not the crew chief. But this was voted on by her peers, right? By default, and through a lot of changes this year, she has just evolved to the crew chief of that car and takes the lead of it here at the shop, takes the lead of it at a mechanical level at the track. And for a female to win Crew Chief of the Year in Formula Drift, and really in any motorsport, is amazing, right? Not because it's weird that she's a female, but because it's still taboo for women to be in motorsport for some reason. And I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud that people see her, because she is truly incredible and well deserving of that award. And I know that's going to be inspirational. I know she is inspirational, but something like that is going to be extremely inspirational and way showing for future women in motorsport and hopefully in drifting. I'm really pumped at what's going on. And one day it won't be a weird thing to have women in motorsport. So winning the championship, I wanted to mention we have a bundle at funhaver.com, a James Dean championship bundle, team shirt, championship shirt, and a couple other things, Funhaver winter hat. So make sure you guys check that out. There is very limited supplies left of the championship shirt. It sold like crazy over the weekend when we dropped it. That's that for the recap of Formula Drift. Epic season, fairy tale season. Thank you guys for all the support. It's not been easy. The points make it look like it was easy, but we certainly had to fight for it, starting off with a fire in Long Beach. So the universe tested us, motorsport tested us, and we prevailed, and we made it happen despite, internal struggles, despite mechanical struggles. We continue to be on top, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it this year. We're gonna be better next year than we were this year. Okay, shop updates. What do we got going on in the shop? Well, as you can see, looks kind of blank in here, empty in here, because FD cars are still on their way back from California. We are in full get ready for SEMA mode right now. And so, let's see, on the RTR vehicle side, we got some stuff on the 3D printer right now. We got some parts that came off the 3D printer. These are Spec 5 parts. So these are our production Spec 5 parts getting printed. Very, very, just wait till you guys see it. You probably won't see it till January, hopefully. It's not official, but that's what I'm shooting for. It is gonna be freaking unbelievable. One of the baddest ass Mustangs ever to be built. Then we've got other customer vehicles being built right now. This is actually one of ours for development. These are 2 customer vehicles being built right now. We've got the James RTR Spec 2 sweepstakes still running with AutoZone. We'll put a link in the description below for you guys to enter for that. Betsy has kind of been put on hold, but is still getting its refresh, gonna get fired up. Ben's demo car getting prepped for SEMA. My car just sitting here. But let's go into the fab shop and see what's going on with James's new demo car. So you'll notice there's nothing on the walls, and I'll show you why. Oh, special delivery, we just got stopped. Oh, what is this? Ultra Vice Guava. Interesting, I haven't even seen that. So, why are they leaning down the walls? Because look up here. So we're doing a addition. This is gonna be engineering. We're doing a lot of product development with RTR, so we're increasing our engineering capacity. If any of you are really good engineers, mechanical engineers, surfacing engineers, you want to or you do live in Charlotte, reach out to RTR Vehicles, because we are staffing up on good, experienced engineers. So yeah, gonna be about 10 offices up there, and then where the pictures were, we're gonna have windows looking down at the shop and stuff like that. So very exciting. I can't believe we already need more space in this shop, but we do. James's demo car is getting put together. So you can see it's got all, fresh panels, fresh carbon. Very, very exciting. Right-hand drive, redid the cage. and, made the cage to fit James spec we call it. But it's actually gonna be just our new spec because we made some cool improvements with it. But yeah, everything's on there. You can see BCs, nice fresh BCs on there. Illuminator Coyote. And so he's gonna have this at SEMA. New chassis, just kind of, while we were working on cars, we always have a chassis in process just to have a spare. So this thing's starting to get comp cut. And then over here is a chassis that we are building for a very good friend of ours that you guys know that we'll tell you all about later.
Whoa, what's going on with this guy?
I don't even know what's going on with that guy. I missed that. Maybe like a little Halloween prank. Help me! So yeah, that is our shop update for the day in Irwindale. Once again, thank you all so much. We are in the midst of planning a championship celebration, so we'll let you all know about that. Most likely we'll go down in January, kick the year off with that celebration, working on a documentary to celebrate and tell the story of the championship. So, a lot of things going on, but I just want to express some serious gratitude to all of you. Y'all have supported us through thick and thin, and made this year an unbelievably memorable one. And I know I hope you all had fun following along with it all. So, much love. We'll see y'all soon, friends. Whoa!